region, the Kakatiya rule is significant in many respects. Next to the Shatavahanas, the Kakatiyas. This is very important chapter. It was they who ruled over the whole of the erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, while in between the Shatavahanas and the Kakatiyas, many dynasties held their authority only in some part of the area. Kakatiyas were great warriors, showed a great devotion towards their motherland. The medieval history of the Deccan and Dakshinapatha was enriched by the achievements of Kakatiyas. Their administration system, values, literature they produced during that period is the guiding principles even today. For example, Mission Kakatiya. The Kakatiyas began their career as the army officials under the Rashtrakuta rulers as administrators and chiefs of forts under the Kalyani Chalukyas. In the course of time, strong will and valor became independent, made Hanumakonda and Vorugallu as capital and ruled the Telugu-speaking area of Telangana, Andhra, and Rayalaseema for more than 3 centuries. They were ruled in 1000 AD to 1323, nearly 323 years. Read Kakatiyas. Many inscriptions and literary works reveal some information on the identity and early history of the Kakatiyas. Kakatiyas, the first capital was Hanumakonda. After later on shifted to from Hanumakonda to Vorugallu, second capital of Vorugallu. Vorugallu, founder of Prataparudra I, and totally completed the built by Ganapati Deva. What are the sources of Kakatiyas? The origin and early history. First of all, the several inscriptions says that Kakatiya rulers origin in Kakati village Some of the historians says that in the Eastern Chalukyan king, Danarnava issued the Magallu inscription in 956. Magallu inscription issued by Danarnava in 1956. For the first time, Kakatiya or Kakatiya Gundena and his preceding 3 generations are mentioned this inscription. Some historians argued that he is the founder of the Kakatiya dynasty. There is no unanimity on the birthplace of the Kakatiyas. According to some historian, Kakatipura village was their early place with that they got the name of Kakatiya. However, some historians opposed this version. As per the second group of historians, says that the Kakatiya rulers worshipped Kakati, the local mother goddesses, as Jain goddesses, and hence they got the name Kumaraswamy, the commentator on the Prataparudriyam of Vidyanatha, who lived in 15th century, mentioned that because they worshipped Kakati goddesses, one of the form of the goddesses of Durga, they got the name Kakatiyas. Vinikonda Vallabharaya wrote the Kridhabhiramam. His work mentioned the ideal of the Kakati goddesses. These are the Kakatiya was named. Different types of scholars says that for a long time it was believed that the founder of Kakatiya dynasty, Kakartya Gundana, please listen carefully, all of you. Kakatiya dynasty, founder of Kakartya Gundana, and after the 1000 AD,
page number, sir?
126. Vetana 1 Kakatiya Empire established by Vetana 1. The Bayaram tank inscription of the time of Ganapathi Deva, as mentioned, the generations preceding Beta 1. The details supplied by this inscription indicate that the ancestor of Beta 1 were general in the army of the Rashtrakutas. He played a key role in the conflict of the Rashtrakutas with the Eastern Chalukyas of Vengi. After the fall of the Rashtrakutas, the Western Chalukyas of Kalyani rose to power in the Deccan. The Kakatiyas now helped the Western Chalukyas in their wars with the Cholas. Beta 1, son Prola 1, helped Vikramaditya 6 in his conquest of Konkan. He also successfully fought against his neighbors. He secured from his overlord the Hanumakonda Vishaya for his services. He was followed by Beta 2 and the later by Prola 2. Prola 2 established his authority in the Telangana part of the Andhra Pradesh by defeating the neighboring chiefs and making defiant vassals of his overlord loyal. Prola's son was Rudra Deva, who declared his independence. Some scholars had divided the Kakatiya rulers into two categories. Please listen carefully, all of you. Some scholars or historians had divided into two categories. One is subordinate Kakatiyas. One is subordinate Kakatiyas. Second one is sovereign Kakatiyas. Sovereign Kakatiyas. Who was the subordinate rulers? Subordinate rulers, Betana 1. First one, Kakatiya Gundana. Beta 1, Prola 1. First one, Gundana. Kakatiya Gundana is founder of Kakatiya dynasty. Then Beta 2, Beta 1. It's called Betana also. Beta 1, his son Prola 1. Later on, Prola 1 తర్వాత పరిపాలించిన వాడు Beta 2. His son succeeded by Prola 2 and Prola 2 తర్వాత Rudra Deva. Rudra Deva. These are the rulers, subordinate rulers. Kakatiya rulers into two categories. One is subordinate Kakatiyas. Who are the subordinate Kakatiyas? Was named Gundena, Beta 1, Prola 1, Beta 2, Prola 2, and Rudra Deva. Rudra Deva became the sovereign kingdom. He is also sometime subordinate ruler. After later on declared the independent kingdom by Rudra Deva 1 and well known was Prataparudra 1. The first sovereign king was Rudra Deva and the last ruler of Prataparudra 2. Who were the sovereign rulers? Rudra Deva 1 and Mahadeva, Ganapati Deva, Rudramadevi, Queen of Rudrama, and the last ruler of second Prataparudra, sovereign ruler. Sovereign rulers, one is Rudra Deva and Mahadeva, Ganapati Deva, and Queen of Rudrama, and the last ruler of Prataparudra 2. These were the sovereign rulers: Rudra Deva, Mahadeva, Ganapati Deva, Rudrama, and the last ruler Prataparudra. Kakatiyas were the contemporaries of the sister medieval rulers like Hoysala of Dwarasamudram, Yadavas of Devagiri, Pandyas of Madura, and also Delhi Sultans. Please listen carefully, all of you. Contemporary kingdoms was names Hoysala. His capital city was Dwarasamudram. Yadava's capital city was Devagiri. Pandyas was capital city of Madura, and Delhi Sultans capital was Delhi. They ruled from Hanmakonda and Warangal as their headquarters. Their rule of nearly 3 centuries has heralded a new era in the history and culture of Telugu people. To study, reconstruct the history of Kakatiya rulers and their contemporary society, archaeological and literary sources are there. The 2 sources are there. One is archaeological sources. Second one is literary sources. What are the archaeological sources? Inscriptions, coins, inscriptions and coins and monuments. These are the archaeological sources given to the information of Kakatiya Empire. Inscriptions. First inscription, Magalu inscription, issued by Danarnava. And second one, Hanmakonda inscription, issued by Prataparudra 1. Draksharama inscription, issued by Hemadri Malyareddy. Palampeta inscription, issued by Raycharla Rudra. Bayaram inscription, issued by Ganapathi Deva sister, Bayamba, Bayaram inscription issued by Mailamba. She belongs to Ganapati Deva's sister. Ganapati Devani యొక్క చెల్లెలు ఈమె. These inscriptions given to the information by the Kakatiyas. Not only inscriptions and coins also, and monuments. Coins, gold coins. For example, mainly it's called Madalu. During the time of Kakatiya dynasty, the famous coin is Madalu. This is the gold coin. And monuments. This is third archaeological sources. Monuments means Kattadalu. 1000 pillars temple built by Rudra I or Rudra Deva I. And Orugallu Fort built by Ganapati Deva. This is also well known, all of you. And Ramappa temple built by Recharla Rudra is feudatory of Ganapati Deva. These are the most important archaeological sources. And the next one, literary sources. What are the literary sources are there? Number one is Prataparudra Yashobhushan, written by Vidyanada. He is court poet of Prataparudra too. Second one, Ekamranatha, Pratapa Charitra. First literary sources was Prataparudra Yashobhushanam. Yashobhushanam, written by Vidyanada. And second one, Ekamranatha. Ekamranatha, written by Pratapa Charitra. And Nitisara, written by Rudra Deva I. This text given to the information political history of Kakatiyas. And Vinikonda Vallabharaya, fourth point. Vallabharaya, Vinikonda Vallabharaya was written the Kridhabhiramam. Very, very important these sources. And also Palkuri Somanatha wrote the Panditaradya Charitram. Panditaradya Charitra, written by Palkuri Somanatha. This is also very important text. And Basava Purana.
Page number,
Panditaradya
sir?
Charitra. What?
What's the page number?
Basava Puranam and Panditaradya Charitra. Those texts written by Palkuriki Somanatha. He is a famous poet during the period of Kakatiya Empire. Panditaradya Charitra and Basava Puranam. These texts written by Palkuri Somanatha. And also, (127) page number. 127. English medium. And the famous some more important texts. Sivasattva Saram. Also very important texts. Sivatattva Saram. And another important text, the travels written by Marco Polo. He traveler of Italy. He belongs to Italy. Italy deshaniki chendina vadu Marco Polo. He came during the time of Queen Rani Rudrama. And another important text, Niti Shastra Muktavali, written by Bhajana. This text also very important sources during the period. And last and famous work, Nritya Ratnavali, Vadya Ratnavali, Geeta Ratnavali. Nritya Ratnavali, Vadya Ratnavali, Geeta Ratnavali wrote the Jayappa Senani. This text Sanskrit language, written the Sanskrit language. These are literary sources. The most important literary works. Next one, these are the sources. And political history. First one, sovereign kingdom, and very important famous ruler, Rudra Deva I. You can ask a short question. This is write an essay on Rudra Deva. Rudra Devani గురించి వ్యాసం రాయండి అని వస్తుంది. లేదంటే రుద్రదేవ వన్ అని కూడా ఇస్తారు. Who is Rudra Deva? He is a sovereign ruler and he was the first sovereign king of the Kakatiya dynasty. This epigraphy clearly states that he declared his sovereign power in the year 1116. Yes, first sovereign king, Rudra Deva I. He declared his sovereign power in the year of 1163 AD. According to the information called from the Hanamakonda Thousand Pillar Temples inscription of Rudra Deva, Rudra Deva defeated a number of chiefs who were holding territories adjacent to his kingdom and consolidated his power in Telangana. The above records describe that Rudra Deva has defeated the chiefs Nagara. They belongs to Karimnagar, Domaraju, Kolavasa, Medaraja II, Mailinga Deva, and Chola Udaya, etc. His armies entered into the Telugu Chola territories and inflicted a crushing defeat on Telugu Chola king Kanduri Chola, Bhima, and Gokarna. As the result of his military achievements, the sovereign sway of Kakatiyas has extended from Bay of Bengal in the east to Kalyani in the west and Orissa in the north to Srisailam in the south. The Velanadu chiefs were powerful in coastal Andhra, and therefore Rudra Deva could not occupy the area. Rudra Deva, during his rule of nearly 35 years, has made an attempt to unite the Telugu people. He faced the challenge of Yadava ruler of Devagiri. Rudra Deva was succeeded by his brother Mahadeva. He reigned from 1196 to 1199. He reigned only 4 years, who had a very short rule. He opposed the Yadavas and he too died in a battle. His son Ganapati Deva was imprisoned and later released. Rudra Deva was a great conqueror. He was assisted by valiant generals like the chiefs of Cheraku and Malyala and Recharla in the expansion of his kingdom. His capable and loyal official Velanki Gangadhara has played a key role in the preserving consolidation of his power and state. He has worked as the governor of Sabinadu. Rudra Deva had the title Raya Gajakesari and issued coins 127 in order to meet the increasing needs of civil and military administration of his kingdom. He laid foundation for a new fort near Warangal. He constructed the Rudra Deva temple, otherwise known as Thousand Pillars Temple at Hanmakonda, and also well known was Rudreshwara temple also. As Rudra had no issues, his younger brother Mahadeva succeeded him. According to the Kandavalli copper plates, grant of Pratapa Rudra 1163. 1126 is wrong. Thousand Pillars Temple built by Rudra Deva I in 1163. Okay, right? Yes. Okay. Rudra gave his kingdom to his younger brother Mahadeva, perhaps as regent of the young prince Ganapati Deva. The only political events of Mahadeva reign which we know for certain was his invasions of the Sena kingdom or Seniya kingdom. Well known was Yadavas. Yadavas reigned Devagiri region during the time of reign Mahadeva. Mahadeva invaded the Kakatiya Empire. Then Rudra Deva and Mahadeva both defeated during the year of 1195. And also Ganapati Deva prisoned the Mahadeva. Later on, after 6 months, released Yadava king Mahadeva in 1199. Ganapati Deva was the greatest ruler in the Kakatiya dynasty. Ganapati Deva reigned from 1199 to 1262 AD. He was described his historians like Ramarao and P.V. Barabrahma Shastri as one of the greatest ruler of medieval periods. Because it has witnessed the glorious progress in every field, his armies, officials, peoples felt fortunate, secure, and proud due to his uninterrupted military achievements. His contemporaries were Jaitrapala, Singhama, and Mahadeva of Yadava dynasty of Devagiri. Veerabhallala I, Narasimha II of Oyasala dynasty of Dwarasamudra are noteworthy. Within a few years after his accession of Ganapati Deva, could re-established himself, and soon he conquered Bejawada and later the island of Divi Sima near the river of Krishna. He concluded a matrimonial alliance with the chief of Divisima. Soon after, the authority of the Velanadu chiefs declined, and by 1212 AD. Okay. Ganapati Deva బెజవాడపై దండెత్తి దివసీమను ఆక్రమించాడు. ఎట్ ప్రజెంట్ దివిసీమ ఎక్కడ ఉంది అంటే నియర్ బై కృష్ణా రివర్, కృష్ణా నదికి సమీపంలో ఉన్నది. Ganapati could send an army against Kalinga. He entered into the kingdom of Nellore. When there was a struggle for succession to the throne, he placed Choda Tikkana, king of Nellore. When there was a struggle of succession to the throne, he placed Chodatikkana death. Then Ganapati supported the cause of Manamasiddhi too. 1212 వరకు కళింగకు వ్యతిరేకంగా గణపతి దేవుడు సైన్యాన్ని పంపించాడు. అయితే నెల్లూరు రాజ్యంలో చోడతిక్కన మరణించాడు 1248లో. దాని తర్వాత వారసత్వ యుద్ధం కొనసాగింది. అందులో అతని కొడుకు రెండవ మనమసిద్ధికి గణపతి దేవుడు సహకరించి రెండవ మనమసిద్ధిని నెల్లూరు సింహాసనంపై కూర్చోబెట్టడం జరిగింది. The later Ganapeshwaram inscription of Jayappa Senani dated 1231 also alludes to Ganapati conquest of the Chola country. In spite of these victories of Ganapati, he failed against the Pandyas who defeated the Kakatiyas in the battle of Muttukuru war in the last year of Ganapati Deva, exactly 1263 or 62. Muttukuru war in 1262 between Ganapati Deva and Pandya kings. He failed against the Pandyas who defeated the Kakatiyas in the battle of Muttukuru. An important event which rebounds to the credit of Ganapati Deva was the change of capital from Anamakonda to Orugallu or Warangal. The foundation for the new capital were laid by Rudra Deva. In his last years, Ganapati Deva continued this work and constructed 2 forts, one within the other in stone and mud respectively. The new fort, according to tradition, was provided with the 75 bastions, the protection of each being entrusted to a Nayaka in the service of the king. Tradition has it that Tikkana visited Warangal and pleased Ganapati Deva by his poetry. Again, Jayapanayaka, the Gaja Sahini and brother-in-law of Ganapati Deva, wrote Nrityaratnavali, Vadyaratnavali, Geetaratnavali. Also, I will told recently, among which the first one only is valuable. It was a treatise on dance, where the Marga and Deshi style have been mentioned. Ganapati Deva bore the title Raya Gaja Kesari and issued coins and other standard measures and white under the legend Kesari Mada and Kesari Tumu and Kesari Putti. This is the Ganapati Deva administration system and next successor of Rani Rudramadevi, a Ganapati Deva nominated his daughter. Her successor succeeded by Rudramadevi. He reigned from 1262 to 1289 AD. She is the first woman ruler in the history of medieval Andhra Desha and South India and Telangana's region also. The first woman ruler of in the history of medieval Andhra Desha and South India and Telangana region. The account of Marco Polo established the great abilities of Rudramadevi found in the native epigraphies and literary sources. He trained her in the civil and military affairs. Rudrama occupied for some time the Nelluru region from the Pandyas, but the area changed its master often. Rudramadevi was married Chalukya Veerabhadra, son of Indashekara of Nidadavolu, and he got three daughters, Mumadamma, Rudrama, and Ruyama. The eldest prince named Mahadeva, the second daughter of the Yadava prince Yelana Deva, and the last two, the Indaluri chief or Induluri chief, Annaya Matya. Through a woman, she was undoubtedly one of the greatest ruler of the Andhra country. She took an active part in the government of kingdom, attired in male garments. She daily adorned the royal seats, gave interviews to foreigners. Rudramadevi was appointed a generals and other high dignitaries of the state and advised them how they should act to promote the best interest of the state. On the occasions of emergency, she did not hesitate to take the field in Persian and led her. To against the enemy, she was a violent and courageous fighter with great abilities of the general to lead her men in war. Rudramadevi appreciated the title of Raya Gajakesari of her father. She issued not only coins and measures with the title, but also represented herself with the title in sculptural motif, where she is depicted as a warrior riding a lion standing on an elephant. Her grandson, Mummadamma, son Kumara Rudra or Pratapa Rudra, succeeded her to the throne. చివరికి ఎవరి యొక్క కుమార్తెను నియమించింది? ముమ్మడమ్మ యొక్క కుమారుడు అయినటువంటి ప్రతాపరుద్ర టూను సింహాసనంపై కూర్చోబెట్టడం జరిగింది. The Malyala and the Recharla chiefs who played an important role in the period of Rudra and Ganapati Deva have almost retired from active participation in the administration of the kingdom during Rudrama regions. Among the new generals, the Reddy chiefs of the Gona family and the Velama chiefs are worth meeting. అంటే వెల్లాల వంశీయులు, ప్రసాదిత్య వంశీయులు to continued effort the Kakatiya Empire. Of all her feudatories, the Kakatiyas were powerful, commanding the southwest region of the Kakatiya kingdom. She came into conflict with the Yadavas and secured a victory over them. It was, however, the rebellion of Kayastha Ambadeva revolt to Rudramadevi. Kayastha Ambadeva in western Andhra Pradesh that brought about the death of Rudramadevi. Among with generals Sripati and Ganapati and Mallikarjuna, she died in a battle in 1289. This is the queen of Rani Rudramadevi and the last ruler of Kakatiya Empire, Prataparudra II. Prataparudra, the grandson of Rudrama, ascended the throne on her demise. He had been carefully brought up by his grandmother and had also been associated with her in the administration of the state for several years. He became the ruler of an extensive dominion which was handed over to him in stable and strong conditions. The early years of Prataparudra II reign was very successful. He effected some very salutary reforms both in the state and the municipal administration of the city of Warangal. During the reign of Ganapathi Deva, power had been decentralized. In it did not produce the happy result that were expected of on the country. Laxity and discovered had crept in. States measures were taken by the king. He saw to it that peace and stability were restored. Influence was completely done away with in public administration and stability were restored. Security in the capital city and its defense from outside attack were entrusted for the first time to the care of 75 Nayakas in his services. Prataparudra immediate action. Immediate. Okay, I will send to your group. Time is shortly. That's why tomorrow will be, I will send your group. Okay. And Prataparudra, the later was the Prataparudra immediate action after his assumption of authority was waging a war against Ambadeva. The later was defeated and his power diminished. This was followed by a successful attack on Yadava territory. This success did not last long. It was the King Khilji and Tughlaq invasions of the Deccan, and that thought about the end of the Kakatiya kingdom. The Telugu Choda king Opili Siddhareddy, Manamaganda Gopala of Nelluru, and Nelluru and Vijayana were prominent among the vassals of Prataparudra. The Cheraku chiefs continued to be the hereditary subordinates that served the Kakatiyas even during this reign. The glory of the Kakatiya realm can be said to have released its zenith during the reign of Prataparudra. The exiled the journey of his neighbors, the Yadavas of Devagiri and the warrior rulers at Katak. They were ready to make common cause with any power that sought to humble the pride of the Kakatiyas. Unfortunately for the Andhras, such a mighty power came forth in the imperial ruler of the Delhi Sultanate. The Delhi Sultan Alauddin Khilji invaded to or invasions 1303, first time defeated Alauddin Khilji army. Second time, Alauddin Khilji, more army sent to the Warangal. Then Delhi Sultanla Yugam Mugisipoyindi. 1309 lo Alauddin Khilji, the Sultan of Delhi, sent his general Naib Malik Kapur against the still unconquered kingdom of Orgallu. The king of Orissa actively, the Ramachandra Deva. The king of Devagiri passively allied themselves. Malik Kapur is a commander-in-chief by Alauddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji యొక్క ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి సేనాని మాలిక్ కపూర్. ఈ మాలిక్ కపూర్ను దక్షిణ భారతదేశ దండయాత్రలకు మాలిక్ కపూర్ను నియమించాడు. ఆ క్రమంలోనే 1292లో దేవగిరిని 1311లో మధురను Malik Kapur invasion start in South India 1292 AD. First time occupied the Malik Kapur Devagiri, the ruler of Ramachandra Deva and his son Shankara Deva. And next attack the Alauddin Khilji, commander-in-chief Malik Kapur, Kakatiya Empire in 1303 and 1309. Two times attacked the Orugallu fort and Prataparudra to pay the tributes to Alauddin Khilji. పన్ను చెల్లించి కొంత ఉపశమనం పొందాడు ప్రతాపరుద్రుడు 2. And Prataparudra was compelled to make peace and agreed to pay a heavy tribute annually. The payment, however, was discontinued. This led to another Muslim invasions in 1318. Again, Prataparudra was forced a second time to agree to pay tribute to Delhi. The last Muslim invasions which resulted forced a second time to agree to pay tribute to Delhi. the last Muslim invasions which resulted in the final overthrow of Prataparudra and the extinction of the Kakatiya dynasty took place in 1323. Soon after the Tughlaq dynasty came to power, Ulgu Khan, the son of Ghiyazuddin Tughlaq, laid the siege to the fort and after a prolonged investment captured it. Prataparudra was taken captive. Scholars of historians are of the opinion that criminal neglect of duty on the part of some officers of Prataparudra had a disastrous effort on the Andhra forces which hastened their annihilation. Prataparudra was taken prisoner. Prataparudrani bandincharu. He was being taken to Delhi alive, but he died on the way. This is a one by one political history I will explain today. Next one, administration system of Kakatiya Empire. కాకతీయుల పరిపాలన గురించి వివరించండి. దిస్ ఈస్ ద వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ. కాకతీయుల యొక్క పరిపాలన గురించి తెలియచేయండి లేదా రైట్ అన్ ఎస్సే ఆన్ కాకతీయ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ సిస్టమ్ అని అడుగుతారు. అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ is capital of first Hanmakonda, second time Orugallu. మధ్యయుగ చరిత్రలో సాధారణంగా రాజవంశాలు మహారాజాదిరాజా అని పరమేశ్వర వంటి బిరుదులను కూడా కాకతీయులు ఆనాడు ధరించలేదు. మహా సామ్రాజ్యాధిపతులుగా కూడా ఎక్కడ కనిపించలేదు. అయితే కాకతీయులు తమ పాలనలో సామంతులలో అతని రాజుల మాదిరిగా కాకుండా ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి సంబంధాలను కొనసాగించారు. కాకతీయుల ప్రశస్తుల్లో కూడా సాధారణమైనటువంటి మహామండలేశ్వర వంటి బిరుదులు ధరించారు. సామంతులపై కూడా వారు ఎలాంటి సార్వభౌమత్వాన్ని చూపలేదు. సామంతులను కూడా కాకతీయులు సామంతులుగానే చూసేవారు. కొంతమంది సామంతులకైతే కాకతీయులను తమ రాజులుగా కూడా పేర్కొనలేదు. కాకతీయులు కూడా వారు ఆక్రమించిన ప్రాంతాల్లో ఉన్న స్థానిక సాంప్రదాయాలు కూడా వారికి తెలియదు. యుద్ధ సమయాల్లో కాకతీయ రాజులు స్వయంగా సైన్యాన్ని నడిపేవారు. రాజుకు వేదాలు, శాస్త్రాలు, రాజకీయంపై పూర్తి అవగాహన కలిగి ఉండాలని పేర్కొన్నట్లు ఆనాటి ఆధారాల ద్వారా తెలుస్తుంది. రాజు కూడా సమర్థమైన అధికారుల సాయంతో సంక్షేమమైనటువంటి పాలనను కొనసాగించడం జరిగింది. వారిలో బ్రాహ్మణులు ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నప్పటికీ ఇతర వర్గాల వారు కూడా ఉన్నారు. దీన్ని బట్టి సమర్థతను కూడా అవకాశంగా ఉండేదని భావించవచ్చు. అయితే వీరి విధులు ఇంకా స్పష్టత కాలేదు. కోటకు సమీపంలో 72 అంశాలను కోటకు అతికిస్తామని అనౌన్స్ చేశారు. బహట్టరా నియోగాధిపతి అంటే నియోగాధిపతులకు అన్నింటికి కూడా అధిపతి ఎవరు అంటే బహత్తర నియోగాధిపతి. దిస్ ఈస్ ద వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. కాకతీయుల శాసనాలలో దండనాయక, పదాతి, అశ్వసాహిని, గజసాహిని వంటి సైనికాధికారాలు పొందుపరచలేదు. కాకతీయులు సమర్థవంతమైనటువంటి సైన్యాన్ని పోషించారు. అశ్వసాహిని ఆధ్వర్యంలో సైన్యం శక్తివంతంగా ఉండేది. గజసాహిని ఆధ్వర్యంలో ఏనుగులు ఉండేవి. గణపతి దేవుని కాలంలో కాయస్థ గంగయ్య సాహిని గజసాహిని సైన్యానికి నాయకుడుగా ఉండడం జరిగింది. The Kakatiya rulers maintained huge and efficient army. Their army chiefly consisted of cavalry wing was under the headship of Aswasahini, elephants were played under the supervision. During the period of Ganapati Deva, Kayastha Gangaya Sahini worked as the head elephant wing. Kakatiyas also introduced the Nayankara system. Who is introduced to Nayankara system in the period of Kakatiyas? ఎవరు ప్రవేశపెట్టారు కాకతీయ సామ్రాజ్యంలో నాయంకర సిస్టమ్ ను? నాయంకర సిస్టమ్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్డ్ బై రాణి రుద్రమాదేవి. గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. Nayaka was granted some led by king. He was asked to maintain fixed number of horses, infantry, and elephants. It is a kind of understanding between the master and his military officers. The Nayakas used to maintain the forces and supplied them whenever the king asked or needed them. Their army mainly consisted of standing army and army of subordinates. The caliber of Kakatiya army is proof of their victories over their contemporary rulers. Including Delhi sultans, they also built many forts and places. Kakatiya rulers administration system of divided into central government, provincial government, and local or village administration. The king and his council has exercised great control over all the above level setup. Subordinates, rulers also existed. They were given free hand to rule their areas according to local system. During the period of Kakatiyas, village stood as the base of administration. 12 village servants known as Iyengars. Iyengars played a key role in village administration. Its name was Reddy, Karanam, Talari, washerman or Rajaks, goldsmith, blacksmiths, carpenter, barber, Nirugadu, Purohita, potter, etc. were very important Iyengars. They were given land grants and share in the grain after the crop in finalized. This is the Kakatiya administration system. Very important examination point of view. Okay, time is over. Tomorrow will be send model question paper and very important questions. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Amma. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
करते हैं Wheel. Sanu.